Make me blow back, baby, make me blow back. They call me young, half-baked girl, I know you like my swag.
What's the word, guys? So I'm back with another video. I am starting off with the 35B palette by Morphe. I just picked this up from Ulta like last week, so I thought I'd just do a little something. And I prime my eyes with the Kat Von D Locked In Concealer, or Lock It Concealer in the color Warm. And I use the Morphe 224 brush to smooth out the concealer on my eyelids, just to make sure that it's nice and flat. So right here I'm taking the color Devoted, and I'm taking this brush that I got out of Real Techniques brush set. It is the medium shadow brush, and I am packing that color onto my eyelid. So I'm taking the Morphe 332 brush to blend out those edges. Y'all, literally I use like 2 colors from this palette, or 3 technically from this palette on this look, so it's a real easy look. So there's nothing on my brush, I'm just using the same shadow to blend out those edges. So I'm going back in and packing on some more shadow, just so that I don't lose my pigmentation. And then I'm going back in with the Morphe 332 brush with the color Vixen, just to blend out those edges a little bit more, just so that everything is seamless. So I'm going in with the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour metal. Y'all, when I say this stuff does not come off, like it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like when you ready to just wipe your makeup off, it literally doesn't want to come off. But it lasts long enough, and it's good, especially if you have hooded eyes, that it's not going anywhere. And also I am priming my face with a primer from Black Radiance. It's the HD primer, and I'm just rubbing that in with my fingers. So just to kind of make sure that that's set in place, I'm using the color Knockout and Swipe Right, just to pack that on top, just to give it a little bit more pop. So now I'm going to put on the eyeliner. I'm using the Maybelline Eyestudio in the color Blackest Black, and just a little brush, because usually I use the Morphe, I think it's the I don't know what it's called, but it's the liner brush, and that's usually what I use, but they're all dirty right now, so I'm going to use this little brush that I got from e.l.f. and it works just as good. So it really doesn't matter what brush you use, as long as you can get a precise line. So right here I'm going in with the Morphe 321 brush, just to blend out that eyeliner, just so that it's not like a harsh line right there. And also I want to point out that the black in this palette is really hard to blend. Like, I don't know what it is. So I would recommend using a different black from another palette that you know will blend well, like the one in the Jaclyn Hill palette. But this black, I wouldn't recommend using. So right now I am color correcting because I'm like super red in the face, and no matter what color foundation I put on, my redness always peeks through. So I just learned or just thought about this little trick, and I'm just testing it out in this video just to see how it works for me. And now I'm just blending out those edges with a beauty blender just to make sure that you don't see like this big old mask pretty much when I put on foundation on top. And I'm adding a little bit more because the beauty blender picked up some. And always remember, when you color correct, set that concealer. Please set that concealer, because if you don't, it will definitely peek through. It really will. So keep that in mind. If you color correcting, set wherever you color correcting. So I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color 358, and I'm using this foundation brush that I got from Walmart. It's called the number is BMD-185. It is a dupe for the Sephora 56 brush, their foundation brush. I highly recommend this if you don't want to spend like $25 on a foundation brush. So this is a good dupe. I highly recommend. And I am just making sure that I evenly blend out all that, so I don't be out here looking crazy. And y'all, so on camera, like, this looks like it doesn't match my neck. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the lighting, but like in person, it's literally the perfect shade. So I don't know what's going on here. And now I'm concealing my eyes with the same Kat Von D Lock-It concealer in the color Warm, just to highlight my face a little bit. And I'm using the LA Pro Girl concealer to contour. I don't remember what color this is, but when I find out, I'll put it in the description box. Hopefully. So I'm blending out that contour with my foundation brush. This is a good tip because it just ensures that everything blends together seamlessly, that there's like not this line of demarcation, because nobody wants that. But I just started using like cream contour, because usually I use powder, but the powder that I use, it would just look red on my skin. So when I find like a good yellowy, bronzy contour, I'll start back with powder, because usually I don't put any cream product up by my forehead, because it, no matter what you do, no matter how good of a blender you are, you will always see that difference. Like, you can tell that somebody put foundation up by their forehead. I don't care who you are. So, and you really don't need anything up there anyway, because your forehead is naturally contoured anyway. Like, you just don't need to do that unless you have like major like breakouts. I wouldn't recommend putting product all up on your forehead. And now I'm using this Real Techniques concealer brush to blend out my concealer. I'm probably like super late, but y'all know. And I'm using the Earthspun setting powder to cut out my cheeks. Y'all, I tried to set like my whole face with this, and for some reason it like caked up, like when I tried to set around my nose, and I didn't like it. So now I'm using the CoverGirl setting powder to set the rest of my face. Usually I use the Laura Mercier, but I'm starting not to like that powder either. I said either. Talking like I'm two. I'm starting not to like that powder either. So if y'all have any recommendations, please let me know, because I don't know what's going on. And now I am using the Rimmel London bronzer to set that cream concealer And now I'm going in with this shade in the color Swoon to highlight my face. I really found that like eyeshadows look better as a highlight than like actual highlighters. So I'm using that. And this is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys liked it. Please like, please subscribe, please leave me comments, and tune in next time. Thank you guys for watching.